In this video, I would like to explore with you how to achieve consistent and equal spacing in your script. Whether you're doing modern calligraphy or traditional scripts, these same principles will apply. In order to achieve consistent spacing, with every downstroke that you execute, whether in Spencerian or in Grosser script, you have to have the similar distance between each of them. To train yourself to do this, it is very helpful to draw in the slant lines on each downstroke with the similar distance apart. So for example, in your practice, you can do something like this. When you have the slant lines a similar distance apart, with every downstroke, you're aiming to follow that slant and follow that spacing. The key to doing this is keeping a very close eye on where your downstroke lands. Sometimes the difference between before or after that penciled line is the difference that's gonna set the spacing off. So make sure when you're practicing that you are actually on exactly the penciled line you're on. The same applies for in Grosser script, for example. And notice on ovals like the D, my pencil line will bisect that swell. And that is the consistent spacing that we're looking for. Not only will penciling help with your spacing, it will also help with your slant, because in essence, you're making sure that each slant line is parallel and equal distance apart. Another way to consider spacing is that it really will fall into place naturally if your entry and exit strokes are consistent. This is what I mean by this. So for example, in minimum, this is my exit stroke from M. This is my exit stroke from I, exit stroke from N, exit stroke from I, exit stroke from M, exit stroke from U. The angle that these exit strokes are on need to be parallel with each other. If I extend these more, you will see more clearly. If you have exit strokes that are similar, you will have similar spacing. If, however, your exit strokes are carelessly done, and it can be something like this, right? This is exaggerating, but if you follow with this, you're not going to land the next letter in a similar distance. So it's crucial that every upstroke is at the same angle so that the following stroke can be equal distance apart. Drawing in these penciled lines will help you eventually picture them without them being on the page. As soon as you execute a downstroke, you're thinking of how your upstroke can reach that next consecutive slant line so that your downstroke following will land on the slant line. In Spencerian, if you have rhythmic movement, the spacing is almost easier because you're following the natural spacing and rhythm of your hand. But in engrosser script, it is truly the training of the eye that will help you achieve consistent spacing. And that begins with the meticulous work of drawing in consecutive slants. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have found these tips helpful and applicable in your practice. Please like and subscribe for more tutorials like this.